1:15, and then severe thunderstorm warning also for Charlton and far southern sections of Ware County. This is down in kind of the swampland there. That goes until 1:15 as well. We still have our tornado warning, but I have not seen them extend it, which is a strong indication that they may not allow this warning to continue here. So we'll go back to Exact Track 4D. And again, you can see, we'll put it in velocity mode, and just not seeing a ton of circulation, although maybe the circulation is increasing just a little bit here near the Blackshear. It's just very, very broad at this point. We're not going to see a big bullseye likely with these thunderstorms like we sometimes see with big wintertime events. As we talked about on the morning show, the threat for severe weather today was highly, highly conditional. It was not necessarily going to work out this, wasn't going to be a blockbuster event, and that's kind of what we're seeing here on Exact Track 4D. And so actually we are seeing maybe a little bit of a tightening there. This would be to the west of Blackshear. Let me zoom in a little bit tighter because that does look like an increase in intensity. Okay, so they are going to allow the tornado warning to expire. So we'll be with you here for just a couple more minutes and then go back to actually we'll be with you for the top of the hour, then go back to our 1 o'clock programming here on Channel 4. So maybe a little bit of increase in rotation, but the Weather Service is going to allow this tornado warning to expire in Ware County. So if you're watching us in Dixie Corner, that will, or Dixie Union, excuse me, you can kind of come out of your safe spot here now. The circulation has pushed off towards the north and west and continuing to get information coming in. So again, that warning is going to be expiring here shortly for northern sections of Ware County. We'll go back to the more traditional view here on Exact Track 4D. And again, we'll kind of reset the scene for everyone, show you where the line is currently. So Waycross, you're getting blasted by some moderate to heavy rain, but the threat for at least really strong storms has kind of pushed your way off towards the east. Blackshear, get ready. You're going to be dealing with these thunderstorms as well as Patterson. Hoboken will also be dealing with some wind gusts, maybe over 50 to 60 miles an hour. Line extends down towards the south again through the swamp and then heading into Fargo. Worst weather here is beginning to kind of impact you right now. It will get maybe kind of holding its own because there's a second line back here over the next half hour or so. Then down towards the south into sections of Columbia County. Lake City still quiet, but you can see this warning in effect for Hamilton and far northern sections, northwestern sections really, of Columbia County. Looks like at this point this system would miss Lake City, head into northern sections of Columbia County here right along US 441 and the White Springs area. So right now not too worried about a warning for Lake City, at least severe thunderstorm warning. And then you can see more showers and thunderstorms back near Perry all the way south into parts of the Gulf of Mexico here. So again, the tornado warning is going to be allowed to expire at the top of the hour at 1 o'clock, so some very good news there. Let's go ahead and just do a quick overall view here on velocity data. I just kind of want to pick out anything that really is sticking out here at this time. And you can see that's why they issued the warning. This is where the reds and greens are coming together. But as I look at a wider perspective here, maybe a little bit of red and green coming together there. And then further south towards Fargo. Notice how the reds and greens are still reds and greens, but notice how they're almost completely separated by a gray. That's an indication it's more of what we call a straight line wind event, gusty winds, not necessarily in a rotation inside the thunderstorm. So that would be very good news down towards Hamilton and sections of Columbia County. So at this point, I think the only area of concern is, again, exiting Ware County and heading into parts of Pierce County. I am seeing this rotation beginning to tighten up a little bit here. So let me see one more time, and I'm going to read latest information that is coming in. Environment does not change much further downstream. Next 2 hours. Damaging winds will be the primary threat, but a few embedded tornadoes may also occur where these meadow vortices, which is basically some rotation. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that here over the next couple of hours. But yeah, we are still seeing some rotation in this area near Haywood. So although I wasn't kind of pessimistic about the circulation, it's starting to tighten up a little bit here. So if you live northwest of Blackshear, this is very along Kellers Road, Walkersville, I'd go ahead and just kind of keep a very close eye here on this storm. And we'll see if an additional tornado warning is issued for this, because it does look like this rotation is tightening up at least a little bit here as we work our way near Cason Road and Keller Boulevard. Probably not enough to continue the warning, but it is something we will definitely keep a close eye on here behind the scenes in the Weather Center. We'll kind of reset the scene one more time for you and then get back to programming.